Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Secretary. Good morning, the Chairman of Airport Authorities, and my dear Usha Padiji, because she is again a great inspirer for me. And of course, Mr. Vivek Atre, whom I met, I think, about 20 plus years back. But and he was also the Secretary of IT in Chandigarh when I met him. And now he is, as he introduced himself, a motivational speaker. Excellency, I first must compliment you. When I met you 10 days back, and I had presented you the booklet of jobs, and you said this is exactly what he was thinking of getting it done. And the first inspiration what he gave me, that this booklet should be translated in every Indian language. And not only in Indian language, I think it should be translated into every international language as well. Because only this morning, I was told by Make My Trip that they have lots of women all over the world who are booking tours for India. Excellency, and dear Secretary, India has to prosper multi-digital. And it is not commerce, it is not industry, but it is the combination of civil aviation, tourism, and we cannot forget about culture. Indian culture is the most oldest culture in the world. Our monuments, our temples, our religion, and our languages, our way of life itself, our food. I think everything today is being looked by the global world. And to make it happen, it is the civil aviation that has to take the lead. I have been working for nearly 50 plus years, and I have seen the growth of aviation. There were no booking systems. There were telexes being exchanged. I have also witnessed the so-called Palam Airport, which is Delhi International Airport, also coming up step by step. And there is a huge step to be taken in order to make the country prosperous, the girls prosperous, and of course we can't forget the men. The men also have to understand that the women are partners of their progress, and due credit should be given to them as well. I see some women nodding their heads, but I hope the men also nod their heads. Okay, sorry. I had written something different, but seeing you all, I think I am throwing away my paper and just talking from my heart. As mentioned always, 15% is the Indian pilots, which is the maximum in the global record. But 15% is not 50%. And I'm reminded of Mr. R.N. Chaube, who always used to say that whenever I go for a meeting, I see no women from international forums who come for meetings, and he used to go with only women, and Mrs. Usha Pandey was one of that. You recollect? Sir, I'm reminded of 10 years back when I first started a get-together with women, because we found the first women finance controller in Lufthansa who flew just for a day. So we wanted to acknowledge her, because even in Germany, the women do not have a place in the boards. So she was very happy she came. And then at that time, there was another joint secretary in tourism, Leena Nandan, who concluded by saying कि ये तो आज एक चिंगारी है जो एक दिन शोले भड़केगी. अभी तो आग सुलग रही है धीरे धीरे, पर इसको शोले बनाना हम सबका काम है, आप सबका काम है. Aviation specialities and aviation universities, academies, all have to work together, I would say, bring in perfection. And not only that, I think soft skill training for every individual is very important, which should be a part of the curriculum. I have with me Mrs. Anuradha Mathur, who has been a teacher in modern school, and after that she worked with NCRT for quite some times. All essays were done by two of the teachers. One unfortunately couldn't come, Mrs. Vinita Mehta, but she was the one who caught the children first. She says some of the children have cheated. And those, of course, I don't know whether they gave credit or not, but it is only the teachers who can look into a paper and also judge. So this time for the students also, the judgment is very fair. Here on the dais is also, he's not in the dais because he just messaged to me 15 minutes before, and that's Mr. Ambar Dubey. Please, everybody wants to see who is Ambar. From a corporate world, he was chosen for 2 years, I think, in the 3 years, Ministry of Civil Aviation, and he was designated for drones. And I'm proud to say that Vidya School had, in Girls in Aviation, with his help, we showed them the drones, and one of them was also flying. And when the Prime Minister launched the drone at the stadium, the picture which was shown was the one which was shot at Vidya School. So little small steps take many steps forward. And I think having taken these steps, you all must come forward, leaving behind your own egos, your own progress. There is a saying, if you make 2 hands forward, you get 100 hands to help you. And once we multiply all these hands, I think we can make a great change in the society, in the country. And I would also thank the Ministry of Civil Aviation for giving the chance to women to go and meet the President of India. Thank you very much, sir, for giving us that opportunity. And we look forwards, I can vouch from the entire group, that we are with you and we will work for this. If all the states and the state secretaries from civil aviation, from tourism, from culture get together, I think we have enough to talk to them and take it forward. With this, I thank everybody, all people on the dais, and also the awardees. Keep doing the good work, and the children who are the future of aviation. Thank you very much, everybody.